Hello, hello, beautiful, beautiful souls. Bringing you this week's tarot guidance and soul ignition right from London. So we're bringing this beautiful session today. I feel like there is a lot of messages around abundance again. Like we know we have to go on the money journey, but there's abundance, abundance, abundance. It keeps bringing, spirit keep bringing this up in so many ways. And I feel like there is a lot of support from angel guides right now. A lot of, I want to say Archangel Raphael is bringing in so much healing right now. There is this beautiful connection with Archangel Raphael here today. This is really, really beautiful. Okay, so I'm literally going to dive right in with the cards because that's what Spirit are guiding me to right now. And they're bringing me this one right here, the Two of Cups, okay? So this Two of Cups is a card of, it's a dual energy, but it's also, it can reflect the twin flame energy, but I feel like there's something bigger here with this piece today. I feel like there's a building bridges with money piece here with this one. This is really gorgeous. It's almost like I get this vision of dropping money in bowls, and it's almost like brass bowls. There's something about brass, and I feel like brass is connected. Brass. Is that not an old term for money? Got any brass is what's coming in, and I feel like this might be connected to somebody in your spirit realm who used to talk about brass, money as brass. But I love this, but it's talking about dropping money in bowls, having money everywhere. And I want to give you this first piece of guidance that comes with this card around abundance, is to place money, especially coins, okay? Place money in little spots around the house. It could be in bowls, it could be in corners, it could be in pockets, but just place coins everywhere as a reminder of when you see them, when you spot them, when you find them, that you are reminded that abundance is everywhere. Abundance is everywhere, and it gives you that little bit of like remembrance that we are always wealthy, we are always rich, okay? We don't have to have money. Okay, say that again. We don't have to have money in the bank to feel rich. But often we fall into the mindset of lack because of those pieces. I myself have been that. I get this, okay? But this is allowing that abundance to flow. Look at the energy of these two bowls coming together. This unity coming together, this unison of things coming together, right? It will come together if you allow it to flow. It's the duality. Money is not linear, okay? It's not just tunnel vision with money. There is so many beautiful things that we have to learn about money, and it's whether you're willing to learn them, okay? There's so many different layers to the money pieces. A lot of the time, it's not even about money. It's the emotions we attach to money. I'm getting a real itchy nose as well. So I feel like somebody in spirit is definitely tickling those noses. I feel feathers. When my nose starts to be engaged in these processes, I know that that is a sign of feathers, okay? It's feathers. So you might be seeing feathers around, and that is just your guides giving you absolute guidance to, it's those signs of this is your confirmation, right? So if you're seeing feathers recently or have been, and you're watching this, this is your confirmation that placing money in bowls is going to help shift your mindset. I love this energy, this excuse me. Again, nothing ever happens for no reason, right? So this is not a coincidence. This is a synchronicity coming in here. This is a sign of the throat chakra being activated right now. And the throat chakra being activated in a way that you've got to talk about your money more, whether that is to yourself. Self-talk, right? Negative self-talk versus positive self-talk. That is what I'm hearing here. Negative versus positive. But I also want to offer and invite you to open up deeper conversations with those that are closest to you around money. Deeper conversations, opening those pieces up to somebody around you. 444 on the timer as I get to this point. This is beautiful. The Fool card. The Fool card coming in here. I want to say ground zero with this. Ground zero. Sometimes it might feel like your bank is being reset completely. Not, right? Not, not. That's okay. That's okay. You're being guided to say that's okay. I want to take you to nervous system work here because the Fool card is the leap of faith. And you can only take the leap of faith when you're in full, complete safety, right? In safety nervous system. If it doesn't feel safe, don't leap. Create safety first. If it feels uncomfortable, leap anyway. There is a huge difference, and I want to stress this factor. There is a huge difference between safety and uncomfortability. And a lot of people get this confused, okay? So nervous system safety, it's knowing your financial safety line. The finances that you absolutely need to keep yourself safe, feeling safe in terms of, let's say, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? Food, shelter, those essential things. But then there's this feeling of uncomfortability. I can't do that because what if? But if that is not touching those safety needs, then you're good to go. Leap anyway. The uncomfortability is just the fear. But we have to have a grounded piece of nervous system. We have to have grounded feelings around the money pieces, right? We have to feel safe in those money pieces in order for this to come to fruition, because the leaping is great. But if you don't have the capacity in your nervous system to hold these choices, to hold the wealth when it comes in, then it's not going to matter, because you're going to be at ground zero again and again, and the cycle is going to continue. So making sure that we do nervous system work, one of the most beautiful things that we can do to support our nervous system is actually breath work, and it's free. It's fucking free. Breath work. And if you want more information on this, go to the HeartMath Institute. Go online and research HeartMath Institute here. This for some real beautiful nervous system work. Let's see what else comes in with this deck today. I'm using the Light Seers deck. This is beautiful. I love this card. I love the energy of this card because it's so fucking clear. And it is the Knight of Swords. This is your running card. You're running or you're chasing. Which one are you doing right now? Ask yourself this question. In terms of the money pieces, what am I running from? In terms of the money pieces, what am I chasing? Because these are the pieces that we have to stop doing. We have to stop chasing and we have to stop running. And we have to surrender some of this as well. We have to surrender and let this shit go. Because the more we run, the more we chase. And that can come from the hustle culture. Especially if in human design you're a projector. You're not going to resonate and align with hustle culture. Okay? But a lot of people are okay with hustling, making money. That's absolutely fine for them. Could lead to burnout later. It might not also. But that's okay, and it's what really aligns for you. But also, again, like I said earlier before we got into this, was the money pieces are not always about the money. They're the emotions we attach to money. So what the fuck are you attaching to your money work, your money pieces? What emotions? So is it the money that you're chasing or running, or is it the emotions? Is it the emotions? Let me tell you, 98% of the time it's emotional. We are running towards the emotions, or we are running away from the emotions that are creating the shadow pieces. That is the deeper truth. That is where you need to look and answer these questions for yourself. What am I running from emotionally? What am I not handling? When I'm triggered in a moment, where does that emotion originate from? Because the trigger point doesn't come from the cause. Okay, we often fall into the trap of blaming somebody in a moment because they've made us feel a certain way. It's not true. The emotions make us feel that way. The cause of those emotions from childhood make us feel that way. It's unprocessed emotion that we're not tapping into. Unprocessing emotions of the events, the circumstances and situations that we've been through. And that's what this card is bringing right now, the energy to unlock. Are you chasing? I quote this all the time. What is the biggest thing? Sometimes the biggest fight is learning not to fight at all. And sometimes we fight by chasing validation. And that can lead to the money. We need the money. We need to be rich. We need to have the money, because when I've got the money, I'll be seen. Not true. And then the running pieces, it's often the emotional pieces that we're triggered by, those shadow pieces. We're constantly fighting by not addressing them, by not recognizing. And that's what this card is bringing you right now. This is absolutely stunning. Stunning. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I feel like the number 2 might be of significance as well today. This is the balance, right? The balance of the bowls. The balance of the bowls. How gorgeous is that? The balance of the bowls. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. That's really significant right now, okay? So that might be really an important piece, is the balancing. Get real with your money, people. This is so beautiful. I love this energy coming through. What are you chasing? Are you moving through that beautifully, or are you still feeling some kind of stuck around this? This is your absolute sign to do more of this beautiful work. Okay, here we go. The nine of Swords even can have this real heavy energy about it. The anxiety, the depressive thoughts, the heavy feelings. The card itself, when you look at this particular card, it feels heavy, right? There is a lack of sleep possibly here. Are you feeling, sensing, experiencing a lack of sleep because of money worries, abundance worries? I'm feeling like Spirit are really calling you to shift your mindset. If you're seeing this and you're not seeing those results of abundance, then you need to shift your mindset. And most of the time it is not about money. Please remember this, beautiful souls. We have this, okay, what I'm hearing, Spirit want me to drop this, is we have this beautiful knack of attaching our self-worth to money. And when things don't work out, we get disappointed, right? We feel shame. Look at this beautiful individual here. We feel shame. We start to blame. And we fall into those negative spirals. That is not what this is about. This is about really digging deep on the things that we are feeling, that we are experiencing. One of the ways, okay, this is beautiful. One of the ways, and they're bringing me this journey, the journey that I have been on myself, and they're wanting me to share this right now. And it's the journey of getting to the lowest point. And I'm not a massive believer in breaking down to break through, but I realize why I had to go through what I had to go through to get to where I am today. And the clarity that became the most beautiful piece was the abundance, knowing, understanding fully what abundance means. And it's not always about the money. The money is a byproduct of the service we bring, the love, the kindness, the joy that we share. That is a byproduct of all of that, the money. But we attach so much to money. And what Spirit are wanting me to do is bring this message tenfold. It's like I see 10x, 10x, 10x. Okay, when you 10x your idea of abundance in a way that doesn't link to money, Spirit will 10x your money anyway. Take money off the table, shelf it for now, right? Shelf that money for now and bring it in a different way. What does having a rich life look like to you? This is a really beautiful, okay, I'm bringing this now as well, okay. Spirit bringing you so many beautiful tasks today, the money bowls, the questions, obviously they're bringing journaling now. So journal this out for yourself. What does your life, your rich life, look like? But take money off the table, right? Do task 1 and task 2. Take money off the table and write about your rich life. So talk about how rich your life is as a result of everything that you have right now, apart from anything that's linked to money. And then do the task again, but imagine money is no object, and what does your rich life look like? And just see the comparison, and it's the feelings that we get into, and this might also uncover where we're needing to look at those emotional pieces as well. Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. This is gold. This is absolute gold right here. I love this. Okay. My soul, my soul, my soul. This card right here, look at this, the Hierophant. This is the magical stepping piece. This is what happens. I feel like the Spirit are talking about this being the outcome card. This is the card that you get to look at the joy here, look at the light that we have invoked here. It's almost like the stairway to heaven in the most abundant way. Look at this beautiful lotus flower right at the top of this stairway. The peace, the calm, the energy from this card. I want to bring you this card compared to this card, right? Just take a look at these comparisons. What these cards tell you is significant right now. This is where you might be feeling around money. This is where you have the potential to go around money. If you do these pieces, if you start this, I say and I call it money work, but actually a lot of this is the emotional piece. It's the shadow pieces that we tie emotions to money, right? It's getting clear on that and what that means for you. This is the outcome. If you have that beautiful strength, inner strength, resilience to do this work around money, this is what you have in terms of potential to bring forth. A stairway to heaven, and heaven is whatever that is for you. The feeling of joy, the feeling of peace, calm, the feeling of freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, energy freedom, space freedom. The taking of what might be feelings of now compared to this. This is a beautiful card connected to spiritual gain as well. When you realize that money is a byproduct of your service. Money is a byproduct of your service. This is what happens when you learn that money is not as important as what you feel it is, because we've been taught that money is so important. And what we have to do is we have to acknowledge why money is important, why it isn't important. And I feel like if you're talking about money, it doesn't matter, money's not important, and kind of being a bit blasé about it, those feelings come from being in lack, or, as want of a better word, feeling broke, not having money. We tend to use this terminology of money's not important when we don't have something. If we don't have a partner, relationships aren't important. We tend to brush it off because of the shame, the guilt, and all the things, the feelings, right? Money is so important in the right hands. Money has the power. You have the power. It's not the money that has the power. It's you that has the power with money. You can be a beautiful person with money and a beautiful person without money. And a beautiful person with money has the potential to support other people, to change the world in a way for them, right? You have the ability to put money in the hands of others, charitable donations, helping others, investing in small businesses that you believe in. Those are the reasons why money is important. Building your home, creating a safe, beautiful environment for your family, your children, your pets, whatever it is for you. That's why money is important. Because when we learn money deeply, we learn that this stairway, it's stepping stones, right? Stepping stones on your money journey. And that's okay that it's stepping stones. What we have to understand is it doesn't have to happen quick, but we live in this, again, this hustle culture of quick, quick, quick. The quicker we make, the faster we move, the more money we make. Not true. Not true. And if that quickness doesn't align with who you are, your beliefs, your values, your mission, your soul blueprint, there is potential there to be in burnout, to gain illness that you didn't expect, because there is a misalignment there. My goodness, this is absolute gold, people. It really, really is. And Spirit are moving through me with the abundance pieces right now. They're bringing so much gorgeousness, so much divine energy and intervention for you. Make sure that you do these beautiful pieces. Get real with your money story. What does that look like? What is your money story? Look at all of your accounts. How do they make you feel? Get familiar with them. Talk about them. Open them up. Ditch the shame. Stop blaming and move forward step by step. Okay, the stairway to heaven, a little bit at a time. And that is your beautiful guidance this week. I love this. Okay, if you want to know more about this kind of work and the work that I bring, go check out my website. If you want a one-to-one reading for you where we tap into the mediumship and connect with lost loved ones, please reach out. I'm sending you all the vibes and the triangle of truth right here. Bye for now.